Hi, this is Goddess Valentina from Happiness Matters, and I just wanted to leave a quick message regarding making your own tarot deck. This is going to be very short and sweet, but I was just so inspired. I've been studying the tarot, and I can't believe how in depth this tarot is. The information that I've studied, I've actually helped heal myself in areas where I need improvement. And when you take the time and study, especially first, I studied with the major arcana cards, which were so important because it deals with the soul journey. And I saw different things that I've been having trouble with. And then, like, if you go to like a next card or the couple cards after, there's even other alternatives to help you heal yourself. And I think that it's a great healing tool. And as for the minor arcana, is different things that you might experience in your day-to-day life, people that you might meet or emotions that you go through, And I said to myself, these cards, and I have a few tarot decks, they don't really give me what the card really means. Like I don't like the swords going through somebody or having the swords around. It just hurts my heart kind of, And so I created my own tarot deck, and the picture that you see there, that's a picture that I found and it reminded me of the Empress, the meaning of it being nurturing and nurturing yourself and what all the components of the Empress. And that is what I use because I am more intuitive and I am I read energy, and the different minor arcanas, I have them, all 10 cards have the meaning of images of what the card really means, but it's also in a color scheme. So for the wand family, I have in green, the pentacles I have in yellow, I have the cups in red, and I have the swords in blue. And it's so great because when you lay those cards out, the cards are just going to light up. It's going to be electrifying. So if you're intuitive, I would take your time and build your own tarot deck. And I'm going to list in the comment section what I'm using. It's called, I believe it's called personalcards.com, but they have, you can make your own tarot cards, and they have different types of cards, sizes, shapes, styles, and you can put the images on the front and the back, and you can write on there. I mean, it's so easy to do. I've made like 6 decks, different kinds of I think it'd be more like enlightenment decks and oracle decks, but this is my first tarot deck, and I am so super excited. I cannot wait until it comes. But this will give you someone who is intuitive, that doesn't want cookie cutter, stuff like the devil. Like the devil deals with addictions and bondage. Like I found the lady like kind of in chains, but like really depressed. I can't have any kind of gargoyles and stuff like that, because I'm very spiritual also. I just can't deal with that. Also, for the princess suits, I had, girls in their Sweet 15 dresses, those beautiful, beautiful, big princess-like dresses, and I have them in the different color suits. And for the king and queens, I represented them by crowns. So I would have like a ruby crown or a yellow diamond crown, stuff like that. I mean, the cards look amazing. They look so beautiful, and it just really excites me, and it seems like by me doing this, I have all the cards memorized, because when I look at those cards, I know exactly what they mean, because now I put an image to the overall theme and meaning of the cards. And then once you know your own cards because you created them, then you could really start digging deeper into it. And what I've done is, there's this site called the Biddy Tarot, and her interpretations of the cards is really beautiful, intuitive. It's just the way I think and feel. And you could take a look at her website. And what I'm doing is I'm making a book. And there was a great lady on YouTube. Her name is Veronica Judd, I think. And she uses the ARC staple system, and she prints out stuff, and she hole punches and everything, and she makes this beautiful journal book. And what I did the same thing. So what I do is I print out, I copy and paste into Word and make everything look really nice formatted wise. And I print them out. And what I do is I highlight and I make notes, and then I write it on paper, like just my notes from what I highlighted. And then I do a summary, like, how does this apply to my life? Or what can I use to help myself, with my personality and going through the changes that I go through? And I found this so wonderful. And all of the fear and all of the horribleness that people have displayed around these cards is so sinful, because the depth of knowledge and wisdom and healing that you can get from it, and from a person that really understands the healing of it, it's not just looking at a card and memorizing it. You really need to understand the fundamentals of everything. But when you apply it to your life, that's when it comes real. That's when it lights up. And I just wanted to share this with you, because I think that definitely if you're intuitive and when you look at something, everything just lights up, you'll be able to just memorize everything. And I needed something that was reflective of beauty and grace and elegance, something that reflective of my heart and my soul. And, life is ups and downs, and life is not easy, but there's a way, because they say that, you have to deliver bad news sometimes, and so to me, if a client sees a card and it's not as so frightening, we don't want to build any extra anxiety and nervousness. You want to create that really place of healing, a place of awareness. You want people to look at something and say, okay, this card is interesting. And you take time to interpret it. Like, this is my vision. This is my view. When I think of this, when I see this energy, this is what comes to me. And then, you look at the cards around and you build on the story. You build on it. And I also am definitely an advocate of working on your own spreads. Really take the time and do test runs with your tarot deck. I mean, I'm no expert or anything, but I'm not really liking the spreads out there. They're not giving enough substance. They're too, they're just touching the edge. You really want to get really in-depth questions. You want to talk about what's the blockages out there, what's the energy behind stuff, and what's the healing. So anyway, take care, okay? And see you soon on the next